Show off.
I can't believe I'm about to ask this, but I'd love to hear everyone's opinion of the RC hobby. That's crazy. We have a very budget-friendly RC plane. My question to you is, should a new person getting into the hobby start with something about as cheap as you can possibly find? Because that's about what this is. They make a little cheaper, but if I'm going to bother taking a look at it, this is about as cheap as I want to go. Or should a person spend hundreds of dollars for a more high-end hobby grade experience? I ask this because in a helicopter video we did, it was a $1,000 helicopter. I said this is a high-end, beginner-friendly, though not budget-friendly helicopter. And a lot of people said you gotta start cheap before you ever start with something like that. Two different schools of thought. I just want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts? How would you, if you could go back in time and restart your hobby experience, do it? Let's fly. I'm calling out E-Flight, I'm calling out Motion RC, I'm calling out Hobby King, all of them. If a cheap sub $100 airplane can put lights, thanks Abby, on the bottom of the airplane, then why on that $1,000 helicopter did we not see lights? There's $1,000. Put 1,000 lights on there to justify that price point. They can do lights on this. So let's bind it, throttle up, down. There we go. Okay, are the lights on? Yes, they are. Look at that, nice, bright green LEDs. I really like that a lot. Looks good.
Launch with confidence. Launchfidence. Let's go. Whoa, lots of lift. Whoa. You got like,
look, we can't even fly. We're just kiting right off the bat. Now that's actually pretty cool.
It's like 10 miles an hour, a little less today.
The weather called for 5 to 6 miles an hour, but as you guys can see, and this is all hands-free.
It's always double up here.
It's just not doing anything. I actually like this a lot.
Can't even see it on my camera.
This is just like flying a kite. Let's full throttle and bank it around, get this thing moving. Now they nailed the looks on this. That is super cool. And really, we're just looking at very simple controls. Throttle on the left is just up and down. And then it's gonna take some work to get this back over here. I can throttle up and nose down.
Does it have rates?
It does, but we're fine. I mean, it's all about throttle and fighting the wind. I've always said, now any beginner should not fly in this much wind. If your plane looks like this,
it's not moving.
Okay, but for more, to me, if I'm flying a little thing like this, it actually makes it way more enjoyable to have this kind of a challenge to kite the wind.
You're going backwards.
That's really cool, actually. When your plane is facing forward and you're flying backward, that is really awesome in my opinion. I love the lights on this. I actually, when I was getting it ready, I kind of thought this is definitely going to be like a joke of a plane. It's going to be a swing and a miss, but you never can tell until you get out and fly something. And I'm at half throttle, so let's actually punch through this, throttling full blast, nosing down some to fight the wind. And we can actually do it. We're porpoising like crazy. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But this is flying pretty darn good considering how strong of winds we have. Oh, there we go, Abby. You got me?
Yep.
We can do some figure 8 stuff. As long as I power through it, we got it. Yeah, this is a very nice little capable jet. It'd be really nice if I had a day of low winds or no winds to fly it, but honestly, if it can keep up in this kind of wind, that is what makes it a more impressive RC in my opinion. And you may have noticed I started off this video in a t-shirt. That's super cool. It's actually kind of warm today.
It's not though.
I'm wishing I had a jacket on now, to be honest, because this wind is so brutal. But
Nate told me don't grab a jacket, and then I said, are you sure? And he said, you can have my jacket if you feel like you need one.
At the house it was toasty warm.
So guess who has his jacket on?
Sweating, and so now I'm freezing. It's okay. This is fun. I like this, and I'm trying to show off those lights by getting a little closer to us. I like this a lot. Now I think we've got some trims here. Okay, that's rates. Oh, okay, we've got a stunt button. Hey, that was amazing. So you push the button and it doesn't loop. Let's do that in front of us, because that was like the coolest loop I've ever done. It was a straight up backflip. Did you guys know this affordable jet could do backflips? Can't even do that on like my nice jets. No, I can, but not as easy. There we go. No winds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Full throttle. Hit the button. Right into a loop.
Oh
Wasn't
my
that
goodness.
Cool? That's pretty cool. You just hit the left shoulder button and it does that. Now you do have to be careful. If you didn't know what you were doing, this jet would fly away so fast because of the wind. But luckily I don't know if I know what I'm doing, but I got the plane to stay here. We're hearing some radio chatter today because Full Scale is flying, taking advantage of the beautiful weather. Isn't that cool, Abby?
Very cool.
I like it. It looks really good. It's flying nice. Most of this, I'm just like hands-free watching it kite. I just am playing with throttle. That's literally all I'm doing. That is really fun. I love that. I mean, that's, yeah, hands-free. A lot. Hands-free. Do this all day. That's so cool. I don't know why I'm having so much fun with this little thing. Sometimes, in my opinion, the cheapest things can be the most fun. I've noticed, listen, I kind of jokingly called out other companies by not putting lights on their stuff. Well, let's seriously talk about this. Motion RC just released a jet, and I'm not saying it's not worth it, but $800 for a, you know, foam jet is kind of insane. Also, I've noticed E-flite's prices have had a little jump on their stuff too, so I'm not exactly sure what's happening with the hobby, but I'm noticing across the board something like a 12% price hike overnight, which is kind of huge when you're talking things that are hundreds of dollars. So I've seen things go up like 80 bucks too. It's really crazy. So when you see something like this come out that has lights, that has stability, that has the battery, the charger, the controller, everything, and I'm out here, I love flying my expensive, awesome, high performance planes and jets, but I can come out here and just have a lot of fun with this too. It's a different kind of fun. It's a worry-free kind of fun. It's like a challenge yourself. You can slam this into the ground full throttle. You know what, let's just do it. Let's pop it into the ground and know that, you know, maybe not full throttle because I do like it. There's full nose down, so it's not even letting me. Oh yeah, see? That was full nose down, 0 throttle. That's because of the stability.
It's impressive. Show off.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. You ready?
Nice. It's like walking the dog.
Now that's a stall competition win right there. Short takeoff and landing champion of them all. Do it one more time. Let's see if we can go even shorter.
Ready?
That's crazy. I've never done it before, and I certainly didn't think this would be a first of a cool little maneuver like that with such a cheap little jet. I have had more fun with this than a lot of things recently on the channel. Just so you guys can see, it's that little Molex battery. These things are a dime a dozen. I mean, they're about the cheapest battery you can possibly come by, and it's just a 1 cell, which is really kind of surprising, that performance you get on a 1 cell battery in this much wind. Now, I do not recommend that new pilots fly. Like, if this is your first plane, it could be your first plane, it really could. Just don't fly in this much wind. And I'm going to also strongly recommend that you fly with the AMA. It's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. It's an insurance program for those of us that fly RCs, and it's not, if you crash your plane and crack your foam in half, it's not designed to replace your foam, but it's designed to replace your windshield if you fly through someone's windshield, God forbid, or anyone would ever get hurt. So I highly encourage you guys fly with AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics, with tons of benefits, and they'll be linked in the description box below, right next to the link where you can buy this jet. It's very important to know that if you use that link when you buy this jet, if our video helped you decide to buy it or anything else on this website, we do make like $1 kickback. It helps to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. And Abby, a lot of times when you pair the link, Abby will work really hard to see if she can get a coupon code and knock a couple more bucks off for you. So thanks, Abby.
Welcome.
Big thanks to God for blessing us with this beautiful, almost t-shirt weather day. Even with all this wind, it was a blast flying this jet, and I'm so grateful for that, the time that we got to share with you guys, and for all of the above and then some. I am grateful to God. Thank you. Last but certainly not least, I want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. If you guys love budget-friendly, ready-to-fly RC planes or jets, we'll have a hand-picked video popping up right about now just for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.